you were recording, Ravi, because I just think mine will cut out. So it's just been a disaster for me. Right, let's see how it goes. Right, good morning, boys and girls. We're coming. Good. Morning, Miss Nurgle. Good afternoon, Miss Nurgle. So, a lovely day here. What are you showing me, Vic? What's that, love?
Ma'am, I was connecting my earphone.
Oh, right. Okay, good. Right, good. Here's Aanandika. So I'm hopefully... Aanandika, have you got your dad there with you, love?
Ma'am, he's gonna be joining from his office. He's just joining.
Okay, great. Good. That's very exciting. So hopefully... Have you sent him the link, Aanandika?
Yes, ma'am. He's joining.
He's joining. Okay, good. I'll look out for him. What name is he joining under, Aanandika? Do we know, love?
Ma'am, he might join from the name Karan Raj Sharma or Karan.
Okay, I'll have a look, will I? I'll just check that out. Good afternoon, Miss Anne. Good afternoon, Miss Pooja.
Good afternoon, Miss Anne.
Good afternoon, Miss Anne. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Much quieter today. It's great. Not as noisy as it was on Monday. Everybody's much calmer today, so that's great. Monday was so much chatter. So good. We're all joining. So good. We'll get there. Just going to change my layout so I can see a few more people. Not sure how many tiles we can get up in a full screen now. Oh, we can get lots of tiles in a full screen. 42. So that's great. Love all these added features on Google Meet. They've got better and better. Just used to be you could just get 16 tiles, but I think now we've got lots more, so that's great. Right, Aanandika, can you spot your dad? Can you tell me? Oh, she's on the phone to her dad, just checking he's there. Right, good afternoon.
Here he was sent a link, but he was finding it a little difficult to join in. But I hope now he'll be able to do it. So we'll just wait for another thing. I'll just follow it up.
Yeah, thanks, Miss Anne. Thank you. So maybe while we're waiting, somebody can just give me a little rundown of what they were doing with their business, their school enterprise today. Who'd like to share what they were doing today? Because I've been seeing some of the pictures and it looks very exciting. If you stick your hand up, boys and girls, who'd like to share what they were doing with the school enterprise today? Kavya Sangwan, you share, love. What?
Ma'am, my dad is here.
Ma'am, today we were doing the resource assessment in our class and we just ticked like all of them that we thought we have because we don't remember what it was like in school. I barely remember.
Okay,
so all I could.
Okay, love, so you were trying to look at all the resources that you had in school and maybe around about the house as well, because if we're not in school, we're going to have to do these school enterprise exercises at home, aren't we? So, right, Aanandika, I'm having a look and I can't see your dad, but you said he's joined, has he?
Ma'am, he's joined by the name of Aanandika Sharma only, my name only.
I see him. Great. Two Aanandikas here. Hello, Mr. Karan, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good. I'm delighted to see you. This is so exciting. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.
No. Right, boys and girls, this is absolutely wonderful. What a wonderful opportunity today. Yes, love? Right, boys and girls, so we really need to make sure that we're all on mute today. Good afternoon, Nakshatra. Nakshatra, can you put yourself on mute, love? Great, good girl. Can you put yourself on mute, love? Okay, so we can, because we've got a guest speaker today and we need to be able to hear our guest speaker. Good girl, thank you. Right, boys and girls. So very excited. We are looking at school enterprise, and we are trying to design a business. And I've never been an entrepreneur, and I have never made my own business. So this is all very, very new to me. But I know in India, you are amazing entrepreneurs. You've got so many people that like to start up their own business. So we are going to start a business in school. And at the moment, you're all at the brainstorming part. You're all trying to decide what is it you could make, and you're trying to make a profit. But I'm sure Mr. Karan's going to tell us we don't always make a profit. Sometimes we make a loss too. So we are at that stage. We are trying to brainstorm. We are looking at our resources. So we're only in lesson number 2 at the moment. And then we're going to sort of break it down, and then we're going to decide what business do we think we can make a profit from. So, Mr. Karan, I've frozen. Okay.
Yes, but we can.
Oh, good. You can hear me. Fine. I'm frozen, not in a very good way, have I? Right, Mr. Karan, over to you. If you would like just to give us some insight on being an entrepreneur, the good side and the bad side, and what tips you could give us for starting our businesses. Over to you, Mr. Karan.
Thank you, Miss Claire. Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon to all the children. It's my pleasure to be here today. And it's not only a learning session for you, but also for me to share my experience and share with you something about how to make a business plan, how to make a business case, because you all young people will be growing up with different dreams, passions, and it's very important to live your passion in life. So once you forward in classes, once you grow up, you will like to do new things, different things which make you happy. But life is always to be led in a very structured way. Like Miss Claire teaches you every day, your lessons, your textbooks, your classes have a structure. So when you have dreams, you need to execute on your dreams in a structure. And today, I will just share my screen. So I'll take you through some slides wherein I've tried to explain how you have to make a business plan. So just give me a second and I'll be up with the slides. Okay, just hold on a second. So do you see my slides?
Yes, sir, it's visible to us.
Okay, and
Yes, sir.
is it in the presentation mode now?
No, I think it's not completely coming on the screen, so it's in a smaller thing. So it's yeah, now it's in the presentation mode.
Okay, thank you very much. So once again, thank you to Mr. Sujit Singh, the headmaster of King's College, Miss Claire and Miss Anne. Thank you so much for inviting me, and welcome to the session on school enterprise. So this particular picture here talks about our thoughts. Every day when we get up in the morning, we take several thoughts. We think about things what make us happy in life, and everybody of us, all of you children, want to do things which excite you, which make you stronger, which make you feel happy. You want to go out, play, and all those are comprised of different thoughts what you take every day, right? So as you grow up, you will have thoughts about doing something. All this education what you're getting, all the learnings what you're having, you would want to put them into a structured way to make some money, to make some profits, to do something for the society, and get all the things what you want. You want sweets, you want chocolates, you want to go somewhere, you want to go to parties, you want to do parties, you want to eat a lot of candies. So for that, today your parents are working, your parents are doing something, and they are making that money to give you good education, right? So when you grow up, you have to do it for yourself and for your children. So all of us have those dreams, right? So this talks about the dreams, how we make them possible. So what does a good business plan comprise of? I always hear from Aanandika that teamwork is dream work. This is what your teachers also share with you, right? So definitely teamwork is dream work, and together we create. So if you all come together, if you share your ideas, if you talk to each other of your passions and you find ways, then it is a way to reach to your dreams. So teamwork together creates dreams to real execution. So now, what do we do today? What's the objective? The first objective is that we talk about how we create a business plan, right? And on the left side, you see that how we create a business plan. Once you have a business plan, then you work on it, grow it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Have you stopped presenting, because we are not able to see your screen here?
Can't you see the second slide?
No, we are not able to see you. Stop
I can see,
presenting.
ma'am. I can see. I just stop sharing.
I cannot
What?
see.
I can't see. I can see. You have to share again.
Okay, okay.
the
Let's wait.
Ma'am,
Let's
I
wait.
can't see it. I
Okay.
can't see the.
Rudraksh, are you presenting something, Rudraksh? Can you stop presenting, Rudraksh? Thank you so much. Sir, I think you might just want to present it again. Yeah,
Okay, just hold on.
it's coming. Yeah.
Yep, it's fine. So,
So can you see the screen now? Kids?
Yes. Yes, we are able to see that. Thank you.
So do you see this guy? What? Can you hear me, all of you?
It's very meek, sir. Your voice has gone a little down.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better. It's
Okay.
better. Yeah.
So what I was saying is that today the objective is that how to make a business plan. To have a business plan.
Just a minute, sir. I request everyone else to go on mute, please. When sir is presenting and sharing, I want everyone else to put themselves on mute. Can we do that? Avir, Rian Siddiqui, let's just put ourselves on mute. Yeah. Okay. I think now it's going to be better. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, kids. Thank you. So what I was saying is that today we are going to learn how to make a business plan, right? And once you have a good business plan, then we put it to execution. Like you see this red guy, guy in a red jacket. So he has a business plan, and then he's putting water to grow money. And then you have all the money to buy all the stuff you want. So, but the objective for today is to start, right? So we start with a business plan today. And when you have to make a business plan, what's more important? For all of you, I write here, to have what you never had, you need to do something what you never did. This means that whatever you do every day, that brings you something of knowledge, something what you want to achieve. So similarly, if you want to have something new, you also have to do something new, and then you achieve those things. And for a good business plan, you have to have a vision. Now, what does this vision mean? The vision means that if you have an idea, if you have a business, you want to ensure that how people want to see you tomorrow. The vision means that if in your class you have 10 people, what do they think about you? How you want them to think about you? You dress nicely, you comb your hair, you come to school, you talk to people politely. So people make an impression of you every day, right? So similarly, in a business, first we decide that when we go out to do business, what do people want to look at us like? How will people look at us? So that's called the vision. Now to accomplish the vision, to be successful in our vision, to really get the success from the people, we have to decide a plan, which is called a mission. So what all we will do, what is it that we will do that our vision becomes successful? So this is the thought process part, the idea part, and this is the mission is something which is we do to accomplish the vision. Okay, now we talked about teamwork, we talked about vision, we talked about mission, but then what is it together? So if you see in this particular van, it's going the up way. Now, there are different people sitting inside it, right? So what does this mean is that when it is a team together, they move in a direction and they reach the same goal. So people of common ideas, people with knowledge, like children with the same team, they put together their thoughts, they put a vision together, they put the activities they need to do together, and then they ride on a car, they ride on a dream, and they reach to the goal together, right? So if you think in this car, everybody would be reaching the destination at the same time when you are in a car. These four people you see inside, they would not be at different locations at different times, because it's one idea, it's one car which is taking them to the goal. So I write here for you, how will you ever know how far can you go till you ever go that far? It could be little difficult, but maybe when you think about it, you will understand. And this means that you actually need to make an effort to achieve things. So if you want to go somewhere, you actually have to take a first step. So today we're talking of making a business plan. So when you start making it, then only you will reach there. Then only you will have this car which will take you to the ultimate goal. Now, all of you see our small kids, right? So to make a business plan also, it's like a small baby. First, you need to learn how to crawl. And when you talk it in business terms, what does crawling mean here? The first step is our idea. What kind of a business we want to do? Do we want to make pastries? Do we want to sell candies? Do we want to make ice cream? Do we want to sell stationery? Do we want to sell books? So the most point is, what is the idea? Next one, when the idea is completed, then we start to walk, right? So what is walking? So walking is learning, researching, understanding from your teachers, getting the right education to execute your idea, right? So you have to have all the tools, all the research work, all the understanding how to do it. For example, if you have to make an ice cream, you need to have the right recipe, right? So that is educating on your idea. And you start to walk. The third one is run. So what does run mean in a business? You have to execute your recipe. You have to take different things, put them together. If you are wanting to sell books, then you have to write those books, or you have to buy those books and then put it in a nice box. You have to take it to a shop. So executing by working really hard, really smart, is the third step, which we say as run. And the next one is, once you start executing, so there is no substitute to hard work. There is no shortcut. You have to work hard, you have to work sincere, and then you start flying. So what does flying mean? So we were babies, we started with the idea, we took the education, how we implement the idea, we start implementing the idea, and we become successful. So once we are successful, then what do? We celebrate. We celebrate, we are happy, we meet people, we are happy with our parents, we buy new things, we give things to society, we give things to people who cannot afford them, we support people. So that is a way to celebrate on what was our idea. So here we are successful, right? So now we go on to how really a business plan is made. Okay. So in day to day, you see so many people in your city. You see so many people in the place where you live, in your society, different houses, so many streets, so many shops. You see so many people going to those shops. So now, but every person doesn't go to the same shop. Somebody is going to buy a jacket, somebody is going to buy an ice cream, somebody is going to buy a pizza, somebody is going to buy some Maggie, right? So we need to understand who is the person who is going to come and buy our idea or buy the product which is in our idea. So this means that we need to identify our market. When we say market, so all these people are people who are going out shopping every day. All these people, they go out to shop for something, right? So when we say we have to identify our market, it means who we will sell our products. So some, like if we say ice cream, we think of people who wants ice cream. All kids want ice cream, right? So the kids become one of the people, one of our market. Our main focus area or the markets of all the people who are people who go out shopping, we need people who will buy our idea. So people who will buy our idea becomes our market segmentation. Now, we say these people, all the people around are the ones who will buy our ice cream, are the people who fall into our market segmentation. Okay. So now let's come to the real one today. So the main idea was that how do we make a business plan? Okay. So first, when we are making a business plan, what we need to do is we need to identify the key partners. What does this mean? These are all the people where we get our products and service we want. Meaning, if you want to make a pizza, you will have to go out and buy some cheese, buy some veggies, buy some pizza base, right? So all those shops where you will get that stuff will become your key partners. Okay. Then key activities. So what all activities you need to do to run your business? So if you have to go to your key partners, you will have to make a list. Okay, I want to buy cheese, I want to buy bread, I want to buy some veggies, right? So that making the list is an activity. Then going to those people is an activity. Shopping is an activity. So all those activities, you need to write them. Okay, all these activities I'll do so that my business runs. The third is key resources. Okay, what kind of things we need for our business? Like you need people. So maybe you can ask somebody at your home to get you stuff. You have people at your homes who support you. You have you need an office, you need a computer, you need some paper to print. So all those are your key resources. And then we talk about value propositions when we make a business plan. This is a very important part. This is where we get together as a team to find the unique things we will do for the people who we make products for. Now, what does this mean? You want to have a pizza, okay? So some of you will like to have a pizza from Domino's, somebody will want to have it from Pizza Hut, or somebody from Pizzeria, or somebody likes the really nice mom-made pizza, right? So you have to see, why do you like it? So if you are making a business plan and you have already identified the people you want to sell your products to, so in a case of pizza, you will have to think why people like my pizza. That's called value proposition. So what is it that you do differently in your pizza that people will like you. So that's about value proposition. The unique thing you will put in your business plan so that the market, the people really like you. The uniqueness you create for the people. Okay. The next is customer relationships. Now, what does this mean? So you identified the people who want to buy your pizza or who want to really like the product you want to sell, right? Now you have to make them understand why your product is better, why your pizza tastes better, or why your ice cream or whatever your idea is better. So by customer relationship, we mean that people who will buy your product, how do you present yourself? How do you present your business? How do you present your product? The next is customer segment. So I just gave you the idea because see, you have hundreds of shops, you have hundreds of people. So you cannot be going to all the people. You cannot be going around talking to everyone. So you have to first in your research and education select, okay, I want to only and only sell my product to kids. Oh, I only and only want to sell my product to the parents or to the schools. So this I already told you, it is about customer segments. Okay. The next one is channels. So what does channel mean? How will you sell your product? Will you sell your product from school? Will you sell it through a shop, or will you put up a stall in the malls or theaters, or the areas where you will, how you will sell your product? That is channels. You can also have a van which could be like a food shop. You could also have a van which could go distributing. So it could be also a big mall or a big market where you want to sell your product from. So channel is the place where you will sell your product. The next one is called cost structure. So for buying something, for starting up a business, you need some money. So the money and funds, we need to get our resources. So you understand, when we talk of resources, this is the place. So for all these resources, we'll need some money. For all the products we buy from shops like the pizza, the veggies, we need some money. And but we also call it budgeting. So you list down the things, you put the cost in front of it, and then you define how much money you need. And then the next one comes is revenue streams. So what does this mean? So all the ways which we help us to make some money. So when you're selling some pizza, you would say, oh, let me sell some French fries also. Let me sell some ketchup also. Let me sell some cheesy dips also, right? So all the different things which you can make money from becomes your revenue streams. Okay. So you could probably have a big shop which has so many things of stationery, right? So all the things which you sell could make you give you different revenue streams, new revenue streams, additional revenue streams, right? So different ways to make money in the same business is called revenue streams. Now, just so these are some key ways. If you identify them correctly on your idea, you will have a very good business plan. And when you start executing, so you know where to get things from, what is it that you need to do, who are the people who will help you in it, what is it that you really want to do unique for the people you want to sell to, how you have to present, how you have to behave, how you have to talk, where you have to have your idea, which people you want to go and sell to, how much money you need, and how will you make money. So this is one idea how you make a business plan. Okay. Now, let's take an example, real example. Okay. So maybe I hope all the children really like cakes. Huh? So let's take a real-time business plan to make cakes and sell cakes. Okay. So look at these beautiful cakes. Huh? I'm sure all of you want to eat all of them. Huh? So let's do a small, quick, real business plan to make cakes. So let's talk about making a cake factory. Okay. So a very small business case, a plan for all of you. So when we talked about, first was key partners, right? So I already gave you some examples, but key partners will be all the suppliers. By supplier, I mean all the shops or where you would get your stuff. Example, you need some sugar, you need some milk, you need some flour, and you need some dishes to make your cakes, right? So these people will be your key partners where you get all your stuff. The next one is key activities. So going to the supermarket and purchasing all the ingredients, all the things from these key partners related to your cake factory will be your key activity, right? Then what do you need as key resources in the example? So to make a cake or make a cake factory, you will need some ovens, you will need some chefs, or you become little chefs yourself, and all the raw materials and utensils, right? So these are the things you require to make your factory run. The next one we talked about value propositions. So what special would you do in a cake so that people like you? Your strawberry flavor, your blueberry flavor, your butterscotch flavor, or your different colors, the pink ones, the red ones, the green ones. How do you pack your cake? How do you design your cake? Maybe Adi would want a car, and Ryan would want a very big car, or Aanandika would want a strawberry, Swastika would want a butterscotch. So all of you would want different designs, right? So that's for your final package. And then when you go to a shop, what do you see? The shop seller comes in, oh, beta, ye wala lo, ye wala lo. This is very nice. This is very nice. So that is how you build a relationship with people you want to sell your idea to, right? So how do we behave with the people who want to eat your cake? So you will write those things here in customer relationships. And then how do we deliver to our customers? So it could be that we open up a shop, or we could send the delivery to the house, right? You people order today, your parents order on Amazon or they order on Flipkart. So what happens? The delivery comes to our house. So that's where we define the channels. The next one, as I said, this is a cake factory business plan. So who could be the customer segment in this case? We could start selling our cakes to our parents, like parents of our classmates. We could start selling cakes to our friends. We could start selling cakes to bakeries who could sell our cakes further. We could start selling to local shops nearby our house, or we could also start selling to cakes when our relatives have some function, some birthdays, some anniversaries, right? So they could all be the customers where we can sell our cakes to. Then how much money we need to make our product? So you need to put all these things on the list, define the price, and then you have a cost structure. And the next one, revenue streams. So when we are selling cakes, what we could do, we could think of selling some candles also. So we sell a cake for 10 rupees and we could sell candles for 2 rupees. So we will make 10 rupees on the cake, 2 rupees on the candle. So we have total of 12. Then Ryan would say, oh, let's buy some caps also. So let's sell some caps also for a few more rupees, right? So we have some extra money. And then we say, oh, let's sell some pastries also. So within the revenue streams, though we were making cakes, but we sell all these goods as a part of our business plan to make some more money, to make some more profits, right? So that's under revenue streams. So this is all about how you initially, to start with, make a business plan. So that's how you would probably take your first step. So maybe we can have an exercise wherein you can get together and make your teams. You can take the copy of this business plan from Miss Anne, make a business plan of your choice in your teams and submit it to your teacher by 25th July. And then we can see who has the business plan, best business plan. So the team which has a best business plan, they will get appreciation and a good award from my side. Okay. So thank you very much.
Wow, Mr. Karan, that was outstanding. Absolutely. You have done everything in a nutshell that we are trying to produce by November. What a wonderful start. Boys and girls, I really hope you really listened to that. That was just more than I ever imagined. I think, Mr. Karan, we would like you to be CEO of our company.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And
It will
I
be my
love how you knew the standard 5 so well. So, Adib, we definitely like a car cake. That is for sure. So you definitely knew. And I think what I loved as well, the bit I really loved, where you were asking everybody to ride in that car together to reach
Yes.
the endpoint. I thought that was lovely.
Thank you.
Lovely little metaphor. So, but yeah, we're still at the baby stage. We're still crawling. We're still
Yes.
trying to get our idea, but we're working on that. So, Mr. Karan, that was wonderful. I will definitely need you to come and mentor me how we can bring this forward. If that's possible, I will definitely touch base with you again. Or we'll do it through Aanandika and Standard 5. I think that might let them do that. So, but thank you so much, Mr. Karan. That was truly wonderful. Boys and girls, give Mr. Karan a big clap. Let's hear a big clap for Mr. Karan.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Enjoy yourself and do make a business plan so that you get an award. Huh?
We will. Thank you very much, Mr. Karan. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I know you've
Bye-bye,
you're
kids.
busy.
Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Right, boys and girls, that was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Much more than my wildest dreams. So delighted to watch that. I also didn't even dream it was going to take so long. So what I have got, I can't really do in the short space of time we've got left. It's not going to do it justice. So I'll hold what I've got until next week. But it carries on from that, which is lovely. Miss Anne, did we get anybody to do the mantra today? Did we have anybody?
Miss Claire, we do not speak about it, but Aanandika is always ready with it. So if Aanandika would take it forward.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you there?
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
good.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, Aanandika.
Over to you, Aanandika.
Thank you, ma'am. So everyone, close your first. Put your hands in a position like this on your knees and close your eyes. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. Now rub your hands, put them here, and we put them on your eyes. And then slowly open your eyes.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much, Aanandika, for stepping in at the last minute as always. You're just like UDAV number 2. All right. So we can rely on you 100%, which is wonderful. Thank you, too. Really appreciate that. Right, boys and girls. So that is the end of our assembly today. A wonderful assembly on something completely different, but something we've been trying to achieve in our classes. I think you've all been looking at resources today. And so next week we'll be looking at feasibilities and bringing our idea and trying to bring our idea to life. Okay, boys and girls, so have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. And that's the standard 9s in next week. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we might get into school very soon. Really hope for that. Okay, everybody.
Nowadays, I'll miss my brother.
Oh, of course, Mira, because he'll be going to school, won't he? Arjun will be coming to school. Yeah. Okay, boys and girls, thank you very much for coming, and we will see you all on Monday. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Have a nice. Bye, ma'am.
Love, bye.
Bye, ma'am. Have a nice. Bye, ma'am. Meet you on next Friday. Bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, love. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, love. Navyansh, do you want to leave, love? Navyansh is in the meeting and we can't get him to come to our classes, but he can't leave our meeting. Okay. Raghav, do you want to leave, love? Okay. Right. How can we get Navyansh to leave the meeting? Okay, I can't remove him. That's interesting.
Miss Claire, can we leave and then come back? Because if we leave, maybe they'll leave too.
Yes, because they can't stay if no adults there. So yes, folks, let's leave and join back on. Yeah, let's do that.
Raghav and Navyansh, now you can leave the meeting. Assembly is over now.
Good afternoon, Miss Anne. That was lovely.
Seriously,
That was really
awesome.
amazing. I mean, he is so thorough with what he does.
So
No,
well in presenting the presentations.
absolutely. It's great.
Navyansh,
We should have this for us before starting this enterprise,
Yeah.
right? So you'll be having clear idea.
Yeah. Navyansh, are you there?
Navyansh, can you leave the meeting? Assembly is
Raghav,
over. Raghav also.
Raghav, can you leave the meeting?
This is
They are not listening even.
good afternoon, Miss Claire.
Good afternoon, everyone.